Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, wearing clothes. It doesn't matter what I'm wearing; it's old. Anyway, as you know, working full time, I've just been tired because I do overnights, and so you get off at whatever 6 a.m. Then you come home, and then you have to go back to work. You have to leave at least for me, I have to leave like at 7 p.m. I walk to work. That's like 4 miles. So it's 8 miles a day. Anyway, I'm just really run down and tired. So that's why I haven't been able to do these as often as I want to. But I did some uppers. And so apparently the answer is drugs. And so I have plenty of energy. So I can at least do a reaction video. And I'm going to continue doing uppers so I can do this. Yeah, drugs are good. Anyway, let's react to our favorite LOLcow, Ask Anna, and the title of this one is "Find Your Calling." Parentheses, you probably already did. Now remember, this is a stripper who gives life advice, but she also wants to be a lawyer and a lounge singer / pop star, dancer, whatever. Okay? Yeah, so let's see what's up.
Welcome back to Ask Anna. Today I'm going to be talking about how to find your purpose. This year I have worked for a ballet company.
Now I wonder if the ballet company is actually a strip club and it's called the ballet company because, yeah.
Professional ballet company. I have tried.
You folded the laundry. There's no way in hell that you're a ballerina, but okay.
To do real estate.
Oh God.
I worked for a lawyer, an internship for a personal injury lawyer.
Were you just his side piece? Yeah, she wants to be a lawyer, and I listen. She has a college education, but but her profession is a stripper. So if you have a college education but you're a stripper, I just don't see you becoming a lawyer. Like, so what? She's gonna go to law school and then like go back to stripping. I don't know.
Then I tried to go to law school, and I was trying to get hired as like a legal assistant. And I've been dancing the whole time. Oh, and I was working for a studio for a little bit. And as this year has ended, I just have come to the conclusion that this whole time I've been trying to run away from what is my purpose.
Your purpose is to shake your booty, right? I mean, the only consistent thing she has done is be a stripper. But she's been trying to do a lot of other things. But.
And somebody was saying to me recently that everything you do in life, it's not like a life sentence. Like every job you have, like you're only going to have it for a certain amount of time. You're not going to spend your whole life doing the same thing. And I think
actually a lot of people spend their entire life doing the same thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. Now, if you're a stripper, I think there's something wrong with that. But I have had conversations with people about strippers. And one guy I knew, I used to work with, and he either lived or visited, whatever, was in Washington, D.C. for a while. And he was there long enough that he went to a couple of strip clubs. And he said there was one strip club where there was like a 60-year-old there was like a 60-year-old lady up there dancing. And he did say it was like 30% of the girls there were like MILFs to GILFs, and the rest were like, young. But he said, yeah, like he saw a 6-year-old up there on the pole. So I guess if we've seen plenty of women in shape who are that age. It's just that, do you really want to do this for the rest of your life? I don't know.
I think especially when you're young, there's all that pressure of trying to pick what is right for you so you'll be set for the rest of your life. But it just
You know what's right for you, and the easiest way for you to be set for the rest of your life is, first of all, stop being a stripper. Get a job at Walmart, whatever. Just get a regular job, because you have a college education. You're obviously not using it, so just get like a regular job, okay? Um, and if I was you, I would try to maybe move to a cheaper part of the city, or just a different part of the city, but I would assume cheaper. Okay? Start dating a guy that lives there, and a guy that doesn't know your past. And you have to lie about your past. Don't say you were a stripper. And you will probably find a guy who would be more than willing to take care of you, make you a wife, and you will be set for life. That is the easiest way for you to be set for life. Because right now, you're in your early 20s. This is the peak of what you're gonna look like. Your looks are gonna go downhill from here. So while you have value, find a man now, because no man that's looking for a wife is gonna date a stripper. So like, you're gonna have to lie about your past, but my life advice is just coming from like, a janitor. So
it doesn't work that way. And yeah, I think this whole year I've been trying to run away from who I'm supposed to be.
a whore,
And I'm a performer,
a whore,
I'm an entertainer,
a whore.
and that's what I'm supposed to do. And in my job of dancing,
Sex work.
having so many people regularly tell me that it's not a real job and that I need to get something stable and that I can't do this forever, and just putting this like sense of urgency that I'm
Well, when they say you can't do this forever, because your job is based on your looks, okay? And once again, you look like you're one sandwich away from being a plus size model, okay? So that usually doesn't work for. And once again, there's fetishes and specializations. So like, yeah, okay, there's this one fat stripper. There's this one 60-year-old stripper. But the majority of strippers, like 98% are girls in their teens and 20s. And like the ones that are in their 30s, that's just sad. Okay? And then like when you get 40, that's like the MILF stuff. But anyway, yeah.
doing something wrong and that I need to go do something else. That hasn't been fun, and I've only been doing it for a year now, and I've gotten very good at what I do. There's a new club that just opened up, and I got hired by them, and
Wow.
they hired me for both day and night, which means that they thought I was so good that they wanted me to come whenever. And this whole time that I've been doing my
Yeah, you're really good at being a whore. Like, you're really good at taking your clothes off, young lady. Come in anytime. These aren't compliments. She's good at taking her clothes off and dancing on, men's laps. I mean, this is nothing to brag about. Once again, coming from a janitor. Okay? So, like, if you ever need to know the proper way how to push a broom, you come to me. Just saying.
pole tricks, dancing, just working on my body, I didn't realize that it was pretty much just preparing me for the next thing. Like I felt like I've been in limbo for the last 6-ish months, just trying to like rebuild my life again. And I didn't realize it was like I was apprenticing for the next thing. And I'm super excited for the new club. And once I got hired, I just realized, one, the entertainment industry is so small because all the people that were hired for that one, and that club's gonna do amazing. They put $22 million into that club.
That's what the guy told you, so you'd suck his dick. Hey, let me tell you about this club. I put $22 million in on this. Oh, yeah, try these knee pads out. No, seriously. I know nothing about strip clubs. Okay? So everything I say is fact. I've seen the outside of strip clubs. I've seen the inside of strip clubs. I don't see where millions of dollars would go to. So I think she's being lied to. Because like, if it's a fully, if you're nude strip club, I don't think they could have a liquor license, and I don't know, if this club's like a, like a fully nude or whatever. But anyway, the whole point is, either way, even if you had to buy the liquor license, it wouldn't cost $22 million, and I don't see how the building would cost $22 million. So I don't know.
Club is
Tall
going to do
tales.
great. I'm so excited to be there. But motherfucker.
Are you gonna file a restraining order against that fly? I still can't get over the stupid picture behind her. Like I'm sure like a fan of her YouTube channel drew that of her. Jesus Christ.
I will kill you. What was I saying? Club's gonna do great. And it just made me realize how small the world of entertainment was. Because I already knew everybody that was hired.
Dude, is being a stripper being in the entertainment industry? I mean, is it, or is that cope? Sounds like cope to me.
And I realized, this whole time that I've been trying to run and figure out something else to do with my life, it's been right in front of me. And I guess it's been scary for me because I know my...
You mean the pole's always been in front of you? She is gonna be 35, single, with cats, and wondering why she can never find a good man. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's calling her that future.
My body won't last forever, even though I take care of it. And I think I've just been stuck on that when really, if I just pick the one thing I'm supposed to do, which is dancing and singing, but mostly dancing, and I just get as good as I possibly can at that, that'll support me for the rest of my life. As long as I'm the best I can be, and then I can be put...
So you'd rather be a whore on a pole for the rest of your life than being a housewife? Dude, which life is more fulfilling? And whatever, you don't have to find a man to be fulfilled and happy, but the option, wouldn't she be happier with like a guy that can take care of her financially, start a family, or dancing on dude's laps and having them shove dollar bills up her ass? What's more fulfilling? Like, for every quote unquote good story she has about this strip club, she has like 6 that are bad. Come on.
into, I guess, higher positions. But yeah, I feel like I've been running away from my purpose this entire year. It was like it just wasn't good enough because when I started dancing, I told myself 6 months. I didn't anticipate actually liking it. I didn't anticipate learning all the pole tricks. I didn't anticipate missing the spinning pool once I left that club. Yeah, that has been my realization. So if you're desperately searching for your calling too, chances are you probably already found it. But
If your calling is being a whore and you're already whoring around, you're in your space. Okay? Be what you're meant to be, a life support system for a vagina and men's pleasure. Goals. Take it from her. Goals.
but maybe somebody's told you it's not practical or it's not stable. And as long as you're making a decent living from it, it's a job. And there's a lot of people who hate their job. So if you can find something that you like, even if you're criticized for it, the fuck would they think? They're not paying your bills. My situation's a little bit different because my family doesn't agree with what I do, so I don't talk to them.
No shit. You mean your daddy don't like the fact that you're dancing on a pole? I'm shocked.
It's very ostracizing. And I have a friend too who's in the same situation, and she was telling me the same thing. Like, she just befriends people that are other performers and that get it, because it is a job. And it's partially my calling. Not all of it, but just like the being on stage and the theatrical part of it.
Man, it's like women who are starved for attention, like attention whores, would just take any kind of attention, including the negative kind, like this. Being a stripper is not a good job. For the one person that's actually taking her advice, being a stripper is a shitty job. Okay? You can you can cope all you want. You can lie to yourself all you want. It's not a good job. Okay.
Yeah. That's all I have to share for this week. Yeah. My life is good though. I'm excited. Very excited. That was the other thing. Because of all of the judgment, I have not felt as free to post on social media about what I do. And when I started out, I was so proud of it. But then I just, met people and assholes, and I just.
Well, the one thing, this is what I don't understand. If you're like, stripping, caring what other people think about you has got to be the last thing that's on your mind, right? And for those of you who have regular jobs, regular lives, and aren't like, a sex worker, the only person person's opinion that matters about yourself is you. Now, if you're married or have a boyfriend and girlfriend, well, their opinion matters because obviously you guys are a team. But we've seen other videos of her where she talks about like life is about getting approval online. So like once again, she's coming from just a weird place. Her mind is warped. Her views on life are warped. Especially her views on men are warped. And the only reason why like all your friends are strippers is because regular people don't want to be friends with strippers. Wake up. Name a job, just like a regular job, like a plumber. Okay, plumbers are friends with everyone. A teacher. Teachers have friends who are cops. Teachers have friends who are whatever, line cooks. I mean, like every job I can name except for stripper has a social circle of people of just different jobs. Like I had a friend who was a lawyer. I had a friend who ran a bookstore. Like it's because we're just regular people and we happen to have this job. But the thing is, when you're a stripper, you're not a regular person, or whatever. You're a hooker. You're just not a regular person. So obviously, you're not going to attract regular people. You can only have other other sex workers as friends, and that's gotta suck because it's a bunch of people just like you, a bunch of people with shitty families, shitty childhoods. Just shitty decision making. It's just this is just bad. Life advice from her is horrible. It's like you got to do the opposite. But anyway, I digress. My favorite word, by the way.
Just hit it. I had my TikTok private for a while. It's back public. Yeah. And then I've like hidden my YouTube channel because this was the only place where I've been open about what I do. Yeah. And I think I'm going to start being my full self.
Also, if you can't be yourself because of your job, I think that means it's a shitty job. It's a bad job, and you should stop doing that job. And as a trash crusader, or janitor anyway, I don't feel embarrassed about my job. If someone asks me about my job, I can just tell them what I do. I'm not like, I can't really be myself. I'm a janitor. I can't talk about it. Think about it. Imagine your job is so bad that you can't talk about it. Come on, it's a shitty job. Don't do that job. Your life is worse because of your job. I can name any other job, and your life is either the same or better. You know, like scooping ice cream at Baskin Robbins, your life is better because you get free ice cream. I'm not even kidding. I would love to work at Baskin Robbins. But like being a sex worker, no. I just can't imagine how my life would be any better. Let's continue. I think it's almost over.
Everywhere. Because this really is like, I really should be taking advantage of the situation that I'm in. Because there's not that many people in my job. I'm really lucky to have it.
Okay, it's over. Man, she has like 570 some subscribers, a lot more than me. I hope she's being used as an example of what not to do. I hope there's not some like young girl out there going, I want to be like Anna. I hope. Anyway, coming from a guy that's high on crack right now. Wow. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Oh Lord.